Lifeweaver is going to shake everything up this season. Maybe do a little booty shake too for a little zesty man, you know what I'm saying? Besides that, Overwatch 2 support hero for Season 4. I'm glad we get another support, and we get another support in the next 2 seasons, I think. He's going to bring a lot to the table with diversity in his identity and in his kit. I'm excited for his burst healing and his needler-like gun straight out of Halo. I think he's going to have a lot of uptime for whatever he's doing, whether it's healing up the Blossom, or just sticking people with needles, or raising people up on the platform, or, dashing side to side, everything that he can do. This is what I want to talk about today, the positioning topic regards to his life grasp, and the pedal platform, of course. First, the pedal platform, the ability to raise up an ally or an enemy depending on the situation. I think it's a very good, very well-balanced ability, having some health too, and also on a timer. I think this is a very well-balanced ability, whether to save your team from ulting Orisa, just raise her up and let her meet God for a little bit, or giving your Widow high ground, or giving your Wrecking Ball a place to slam from, or a place to grapple to, or giving yourself, God forbid, a Bastion to shoot from high ground, and him being able to play the flower for cover too, and also to give to give yourself cover too, because I think he's going to be a very targeted support like Zenyatta. And because of the title, this is what I'm afraid for Lifeweaver. Life Grip. The ability to control one of your teammates' positioning. Now, positioning is like a key, subtle mechanic in Overwatch. It was in Overwatch 1, but it's more prominent in Overwatch 2 with the 5v5. And, having to fight a 4v5 or a 3v5 or a 3v4, having to fight a losing battle is much harder in this. Positioning has never been a clear thing you must work on as a player, because the game never explicitly tells you, but it's something the player yourself, you have to learn. So the way I like to tell people if your positioning is bad or good is from the spot you were at, can you find cover from a Cassidy using Deadeye? And can you find cover in that time to save yourself? If not, you're usually in a bad position. There are some maps that are better or worse, let's just say. Junkertown First Point. But there are some better and worse maps, for playing cover. And positioning, it also depends for what role you're playing. If you're playing support, like you're playing Ana, you're going to play more in the back, right? Not totally with the team, but close enough to the team. If you get dove on, you can get some help and use sleep dart and everything like that. But if, you're Reinhardt, you're the spearhead of the group. You got to be in there, you gotta get up front, you gotta hit some things and shield some things, and if you're Sigma, you're playing with the team more, to poke people out and, keep them at a distance. That's kind of what he does, unless you're Ramatra, you do both, and unless you're Wrecking Ball or Doomfist, then, positioning is not the biggest thing you have to worry about. For DPS, they're playing in the middle of the team, behind the tank usually, or with the tank. You're not gonna do much, frontlining with DPS, unless, you're doing Mei, Sim, Reaper, that kind of stuff. But that's the thing that worries me about Lifeweaver, is the life grasp. Imagine you as a Mercy, you have to confirm with whoever you're using your Guardian Angel to fly. That's kind of how I think of Life Grip. And I think there's 2 ways that Life Grip is gonna go: for trolling or to save someone. And that someone isn't always someone on your team. It could be yourself too. That's where I want to kind of delve into this. The trolling is very apparent. Let's just say that. To my knowledge, I don't think this has been patched, but from the videos that I've been seeing, you could stay in spawn, life grip someone back to spawn, swap to another character, swap back to Lifeweaver, and the cooldown's back. So you can keep someone in hell for forever, or just do a little jump over the Ilios well, a little bit, and then I'll just bring people into the well, and also any other side portion of the map they may or may not fall down into, which I feel like that it might give angered support players a way to vent out their anger in some moments. But then the second part, saving someone, this is something I haven't seen too much of in regards of saving yourself with Life Grip. Because, it puts your teammates in a bubble, and an invincible bubble, while they're still doing their thing. But the thing is that I think he's going to be the most dove on towards, because his mobility isn't great. I mean, he has the dash to get away, but, You know, your Needler doesn't do a lot. Thorn Volley, Needler, same thing. Same Halo. Halo 2 glitch. He's going to get dove on a lot, and that's going to be the problem, is that you're going to have to pull somebody from the fight over there to help behind you to save yourself. And that's where I think a multitude of things that could happen. Maybe that one person you pull was, you know, spearheading the fight, keeping you guys still in the main position, but that kind of fucks you guys up for that. That's kind of what I worry about with Lifeweaver, and I don't believe in the Overwatch community to like communicate. It's like, hey, I need to be pulled out, or hey, I need someone to peel from you right now. And it also is, what if your Winston is extending, getting space like he's supposed to, and he's low and he has primal rage? But your Lifeweaver, he doesn't know you're going to pop Primal. He just pulls you out. And then you pop Primal next to your team on accident. That's the thing I'm worried about. Granted, it's going to work for, like, you know, those overextended Reinhardts or your Doomfist that just went in without slam or without punch. Well, that's going to be helpful. But I don't know how helpful it's going to be about the communication, because I think communication with Lifeweaver is going to be much better than most any other supports, more than any other characters like Doomfist and Wrecking Ball or Sombra, or, you know, things that require other people's communication and planning and such like that. But I'm critiquing a lot for Lifeweaver making it seem like it's a bad thing, but I'm really excited because this video is being made right before Lifeweaver is released, so time will only tell on how good or how bad this ability will be. But I think the devs gave him a really good kit. I think they might have given him too much, because now he doesn't have, like, gotta swap between weapons. There ain't not enough buttons to swap. You do the Torb or Mercy scroll wheel to change your weapons. I'm really excited for him. His Tree of Life is like a mini Transcendence. It's going to be really fun to play against, and it can be shielded, and it can be used as cover. I think it's going to be really fun to play with. I think he will really shake up the meta for a lot of characters that don't have the mobility, but could also be for characters you don't really expect, right? See, I think what I want to say is that we're going to see a lot more flying Reinhardts. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Hell, depending on how this goes, he might be the new, like, favorite support, because I don't have, like, a support main. I'm a tank player, right? I don't have no support main. I like Baptiste. I like Zen, but I don't know. We'll see how Lifeweaver goes and so on and so forth. But hey, love Mr. Zesty Flower Man. Have a good day.